Hey everyone, my name's Miss Tiffany and I'm here to read a book with you. So this week's theme for the summer reading program is Myths and Legends. So I have this really neat book with a character named Mulan. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Mulan. And this book is Mulan, the Legend of the Woman Warrior. And it is translated by Faye-Lynn Wu. Mulan, the Legend of the Woman Warrior. There once was a smart and strong-willed girl named Mulan who lived in a small village in northern China with her parents, older sister, and younger brother. One day, Mulan sat weaving, watching her father pacing in the room. He looked old and frail. She stopped. Turning to her father, she asked, "Baba, what is worrying you?" With a faraway look in his eyes, her father replied, "I received a letter. The emperor has called for all men to defend our country. I must leave the family to join the army." "How can you go? You are not well, and brother's far too young to go," Mulan said, with concern in her voice. Mulan thought for a moment and then announced, "Baba, I can go in your place." "How can you serve? You are only a girl," replied her father. "I know I can. I am a strong and able girl," Mulan insisted. The next day, Mulan dressed in her father's clothes, went to the market to buy a horse, a saddle, a bridle, and a whip for the trip. In the morning, Mulan bid farewell to her family. When she arrived at the army camp, she and the troops set off for the north. Riding long miles, Mulan traveled to the Yellow River. At night, she camped at the riverbank. Tired, Mulan dozed off to the sound of running water. She dreamed about her parents calling for her. Mulan. She missed her family. Mulan rode on and traveled up to the top of Black Mountain and settled across from the enemy's camp. Exhausted, she fell asleep to the distant sound of the neighing her horses. Again, Mulan dreamed about her parents calling her name. She missed her family even more. But she knew she was a strong and able girl. She was determined to work hard serving her country to make her family proud. For 12 years, Mulan endured many hardships. She rode over numerous mountain peaks and traveled thousands of miles on tired legs. Often, she stayed awake through freezing nights. Mulan fought in hundreds of battles and led her comrades to many victories. With her skills and bravery, Mulan rose quickly through the ranks. As a victorious commander, Mulan led her troops back to the emperor's palace. The proud emperor beckoned the triumphant troops to appear before him. Mulan was awarded with countless pieces of gold and other treasures for her courage and service. The emperor praised Mulan and appointed her to the high court. The emperor asked Mulan what she might desire. "Thank you, Emperor. I do not wish for the appointment to the high court. I only want to go back home to my family," Mulan replied. The news of Mulan's return reached her family. To welcome her home, Mulan's parents eagerly waited at the outskirts of the town for her arrival. Her older sister was cheerfully dressing in her best outfit, while her younger brother was busily setting up for a feast. Upon arriving home, Mulan hugged her family. She was happy to see them. She went to her room. She took off her armor and changed into her favorite dress. She sat down in front of her mirror, brushed out her tangled hair, and carefully applied color to her cheeks. Mulan then rejoined her army buddies who were celebrating with her family in the living room. The men looked up at Mulan as she entered the room. With eyes wide open and a surprised look on their faces, they said in wonder, "How is it possible we did not know that our respected leader was a girl all along?" Mulan smiled and responded, "One should not judge another by their appearance alone. When a pair of rabbits run side by side, can you tell the female from the male?" Mulan continued, "A woman can fight any battle. Now I am happy once again to be just me, Mulan, a strong and able woman." The end. I hope that you enjoyed.